Anyway, all right. So let's get to these 30 things that you can buy that will start saving you money immediately. Shall we? All right. So first one on the list is a produce keeper. And I didn't know what this was. I had to look it up. But it's actually just like a normal like Tupperware container, but it's got special like mesh something that holds the produce up and does something with the air inside, and it just makes everything last longer. And which is really cool. I didn't know about it. We're probably gonna get one. But we had some of the like green bags. There's some special kind of green bags we bought, and they actually really worked.
They look like green plastic bags. Like
yeah,
they don't
but
look
they're made out of a different material, and they actually really work. And they made the food last a whole lot longer, and therefore you don't throw as much away, and therefore you save money. And for what it's worth, we will have the links to, on YouTube at least, we'll have all the links to these items down in the description. On Instagram, if we do this as IGTV or something, we'll put them in there. So anyway, I thought this was a cool idea. Next one is a smartphone protector or screen protector. Yeah, this makes a whole lot of sense. For people like me who drop their phone a lot.
Let's tell them the ways that you dropped your
phone?
phone. No, it's downstairs. I just saw it.
So, and my phone has like 3 cracks on the screen from like literally 3 different drops. But I'm really glad I have a screen protector.
So it's fallen out of a stroller multiple times.
So you know the stroller, you fold the thing up. If you have the wrong stroller and you have your phone in there, it'll throw it. And so it literally has thrown it across the parking lot when I fold that thing up, and
yeah,
it's terrible.
And he didn't even hear it.
So one time we left in a mall parking lot and we drove 20 miles back home, and I'd go there at 9 o'clock at night digging around looking for this thing.
Did you find it?
I don't remember.
Oh man.
One time I flew off my motorcycle. That was
a good one.
And that got ran over by a car, so that one was shot. I don't think a screen protector would help much there, but anyway. We all know screen protector is going to help you save money, not having to replace your screen. All right, number 3, a window insulation kit. This makes sense. If you have an older house, the way they describe it in the article is if you touch one of your windows in the winter and it's like an ice cube, it's like you need this thing.
Didn't we do
it's
that
going to
at
save
our
you a whole bunch of money. We did it at one of our apartments.
Yeah, our first apartment.
So it'll definitely save you money on energy bills. All right, number 4 is an electricity usage monitor. I actually have one of these. It's this little contraption. And so what this does is you can plug it into any of your things. You can see how much electricity they're actually using. And so I had it upside down. And so then you know which appliances are sucking up all the juice. And if you have whatever, maybe one of your computers that runs all night, or I don't know what you're doing, but this thing will tell you how much you're spending, and then you can figure out on your electric bill how much you're actually paying to run.
So is it for the whole house?
No, you just plug one thing in at a time. So we can plug like my computer in. I can see how much it costs to run my computer for the month. Blah, blah. It just gives you information to make a better decision about how you're using it. Yeah, and this thing is like $30, $35 or something. All right, number 5, an oven thermometer. This one was kind of like, really? I mean, yeah. So their logic is that sometimes, well, this is true, that a lot of ovens, the temperature isn't accurate to what you set it at. And so I knew that was true, but their logic is that you might be cooking at a higher temperature. And I'm like, oh, maybe. Anyway. Number 6, coupons for local deals. So I think they're talking about like the printed book coupons, which if you use those things, you can save a ton of money. Like we went to town on those when we got married. Like we buy that thing for $20 and
it's like buy one, get one free for every meal we ate.
Every time we went out to dinner, we used it. We were paying off our debt. We were living on very little disposable income. And so that really helped a lot. It was rare that we got
to eat out.
And we always just use that book.
Yeah.
But it was worth the $20, absolutely. Number 7, an insulated lunch bag. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe.
Well,
is your
but the thing
lunch
is,
gonna go bad?
we don't leave for lunch. Like we don't have to pack a lunch. We haven't had to pack a lunch in a really long time.
None of us do right now. But I'm trying to figure out how it saves us money. But anyway,
some people do.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Number 8, food vacuum sealer. And so I can understand this a little bit. Like in the description, we found one that we have linked over to Amazon that I think is like $60 or $70, which they're a whole lot cheaper than they used to be. And so, yeah, you can make your food last a lot longer when you vacuum seal it. That makes sense to me. And so, yeah, it makes sense.
So I guess if you're going to use it, that's going to save you money.
Yeah. I guess it depends on how long you're going to be storing stuff.
Yeah.
Number 9, a reusable water bottle. And I think we've all heard this one.
What do you mean?
As opposed to buying a 24-pack.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I have this.
She lives out of that thing.
I do.
So, yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, buying water all the time. I mean, in our case, we use a Berkey, which is like the most amazing water filter.
Really good
So it's a
water
gravity-fed
filter.
water filter that sits on your counter. It removes all the bad junk out of it, but leaves like some of the good minerals. So like reverse osmosis like strips everything, so you get no mineral benefit from your water. I'm not a doctor, but you know, I've heard.
He has researched this a
Yeah,
lot.
I've heard that it's better to have some minerals in your water. Anyway, so Berkey does that, and on top of that, it's great for like right now when we're in this. I mean, not yet, but like when the world just goes crazy and
world
zombie
ends.
apocalypse, it's like we can put lake water in that thing and still drink it. So it's really great. All right, number 10, a shower timer. And so,
so it'll just shut your water off?
I don't know. No, I think it's literally just a timer that you set in there and you press a 5-minute thing and make sure you don't go longer than that.
I think this would save.
This would be good for me.
Dude, you guys,
I just enjoy
for like
showers.
30 minutes sometimes.
Maybe. Anyway, I probably spent a lot of money.
You
on
spent a lot
long
of
showers. All right.
I'm getting one.
Yeah, they're really
wasting-
cheap too. Like this one was like $4 or something. 11, wool dryer balls. We never really use fabric softener, do we?
We don't use
I don't
fabric
know.
softener.
I don't go in the laundry room a lot.
I literally only use. I think the dryer balls are not for fabric softener. They're for like static, maybe. I don't use like the static sheets.
This says that there's no need to buy softener sheets anymore with those because you can reuse them for years.
Well, yeah, the sheets. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
so
know
if you
what all
use
those
sheets,
do.
the dryer ball might be
We were
better.
too poor to buy them in the beginning, and then I realized I didn't really like the smell of them. And Bob's like, if anything has any kind of scent, he's like, what is that?
Well, other than any artificial scent, I hate
Yeah.
artificial scents.
And
like,
I do too.
I don't want a fake strawberry. Like I want to smell a real strawberry,
Right.
you know, or whatever.
So yeah, we just don't even use that. But I know that would come in handy, I think.
If you use sheets, you might want to check it out. Right?
Also, our friends, Matt and Betsy, run this blog called
Dropped it.
DIY Natural, and they actually made like the wool dryer balls. And I was like, that's it? Like, it's so much cheaper. So you could save even more money.
Yeah, let's plug their site. So they're good friends of ours, but if you want to make any of the stuff at home, like
Soap,
floor cleaner,
chapstick.
soap, laundry detergent, whatever,
Yeah,
every single
anything.
thing, they have recipes on how to make it on their blog. It's a great blog, and they're great people. So
They are great people.
number 12 is a multi-use cooker. Think like the Instapot. Insta or Instant? I forgot. We have one, and I forgot what it's called. In that thing, you can cook like everything, and it cooks it a whole lot faster, which is really cool. So, you know, like certain types of rice take like 45, 50 minutes to cook, and you can cook it in like 20 in that. Potatoes cook like in half the time. So it cooks things really quickly, and you can cook a whole bunch of things. So I guess I could save you money, maybe. I don't know.
Well, if you were going to make rice and it was going to take you an hour, and we'll cook it in 10 minutes instead.
Saved you time.
Well, it saves you time, but it's like if you're thinking, well, it'll take me an hour to make this, or I can just go buy it at Chipotle.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean?
All right, 13 is rechargeable batteries. So this is all.
How do you feel about this one?
I don't like them. I just don't like them. I don't know why.
Do you feel like they don't work, or is
No,
it too
I mean,
many steps?
they're so much better. They used to, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they were terrible. But I feel like they've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
And we have some. I don't know. I just don't find myself using them a lot, and we should.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start trying.
Lisa, real quick, it's DIY, the letters, natural.
Yeah, like do it yourself.
Yeah.
All right, warehouse club membership. So this is like Sam's or Costco, as so many people like to call it. I mean, we actually don't have one right now, but we have in the past, and I think that this can go either way. I think you can save a lot of money with them, but I think you also can waste a whole lot more money because there are so many people who buy all these big bulk packs of junk that they don't actually need and don't use, and that just backfires on you.
This made no sense for us when it was just the two of us, but now that we have 3 kids that eat a lot of food, I feel like it would make a lot more sense for us because we do actually eat a lot of food. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Time to go Costco.
Right.
All right, number 15 is a food dehydrator. So this could save you a whole bunch of money. We bought one of these. I bought one of these like 2 years ago, and I dehydrated everything in the house. Like,
you know what is so good dehydrated is watermelon.
Yeah, like I don't like watermelon. I almost never eat watermelon, but you dehydrate it, it's like
candy.
This is good.
It is like cotton candy, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like it is super good.
But I mean, a lot of fruits are really good dehydrated because it's just all sugar. It just becomes a little sugar cracker of it.
Super good.
And so I dehydrated a whole bunch of stuff, and it's a whole lot cheaper dehydrating apples or whatever the thing is than buying it at the store. So you can definitely save money that way. And it's kind of fun. Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Fun. The kids loved it too.
All right, 16, reusable Swiffer pads. So if you use one of those Swiffer things, stop buying the regular throwaway sheets and get one of these reusable ones. Yeah, It was pretty cheap. I want to say it was $10 or something. Yeah, all the links are in the description again. You can check them out, but you can get these pretty cheap. All right, number 17 is a tire pressure gauge for your car and tires. Logic here is that driving with your tires too flat, harms your gas mileage, and it says right here, driving with properly inflated tires can improve your gas mileage by up to 3%. So not a huge gain, but when gas is high, it'll save you some money just, by being aware of what's going on. Number 18, a basic sewing kit. I mean, this is getting pretty far out there, but I think the logic is that...
Well, you won't throw away clothes that you can easily fix. Or
I mean, would you do that?
I have done that.
You have?
Yeah.
Save us that money, girl. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I married you.
Button and stuff, but
number 19, Sodastream. This is the carbonated.
Oh, yeah. I've been hearing about this lately.
Would you just take water in it? I don't know. You put something in there, it carbonates it, and so you can make your own soda. You can make your own carbonated drinks.
Or just carbonated water.
And again, you can put it in, or you can put it in your little thing, and then you don't need bottles, and so it'll save you all those bills, right?
Yeah.
And it's good for the environment too, so you can do that as well. All right, number 20, meal kit deliveries. So this is like those delivery services where they send you just the ingredients and then you cook the food.
I'm surprised by this one, actually.
I am too, because you have to pay money to do it. Like all these things have a subscription fee or something like that.
What's their logic?
They say that it's tough to put a price on the relief of not having to plan healthy weekly meals, not to mention that all that shopping, it's definitely less expensive than eating out. True. Yeah, if you're comparing it to eating out, probably. It's like definitely, better and eating out. I'll buy that. All right, 21, chest freezer. So we bought one of these, what was it, 2 years ago? A year and a half ago? Man, I love it. I love it because we can stock up on stuff at good prices. So when, meat's on sale, whatever the thing is, we can buy a whole bunch of it, and it's in a deep freeze, so it'll last for at least a year.
Yeah.
And
and we get Butcher Box. Yeah,
and we're still doing Butcher Box, and so and especially like now with everything going on, it's nice to know there are freezers full of food.
Stocked full of food, yeah.
And
so if there's,
because every time you go to the grocery store, you don't know what's going to be there.
If it is the end of the world, come on over.
Well, we big got barbecue meat. Or something, yeah.
We've got meat.
Number 22 is a bicycle. So yeah, ride your bike instead of riding your car, I guess. That'll save you money.
Sure.
All right. 23, a heated mattress pad. So I guess, instead of, you can keep your temperature in the house at 40 degrees in the night because you've heated mattress pad. Yeah.
Maybe.
I guess. My grandparents, my grandpa, they both died probably 15 years ago or something. And they lived on this old farmhouse in a bedroom with no heat in St. Louis in the Midwest. And they had no heat in the room. In St. Louis, sometimes it gets below zero.
Right.
And they never had any heat in their bedroom. And I'm like, how the heck did you do that? And this is an old house, like 100-year-old house. So there's no way it had good insulated windows. Right. I mean, it was probably 20 degrees in that room sometimes. Anyway.
So they needed this.
That would have been great for them.
Did they have a fireplace in their room?
No.
What did they do?
Just that one monster fireplace in that house. That was it. All right.
I never got to see the house.
Man, it's an amazing house. It got torn down that's a whole nother story.
That's another story.
The day after, right after my grandma died, my grandpa was mourning, and the developers who had been eyeing that property came asking, literally days after. And anyway.
Got him.
And it was,
they got him.
I'm still a bit bitter. I'm working on it. All right, 24, solar Christmas lights. I didn't know these were a thing, but apparently you can have Christmas lights and you can have them solar, so that'll save you some money.
Not so much this.
So this is the thing. This is how they know that it's us, because I go like that. She always wants to be on my left, and my hands just go this way.
It doesn't matter which side I'm on. Both of your hands are moving all the time.
No, my left hand moves more than my right. That's just the way it rolls. All right, number 25, a better coffee maker or an espresso machine. This has saved us, do you think thousands of dollars? Do you think we're up to thousands by this point?
I bought one When was that? I don't even remember when that was. Yeah, at least 10 years ago. It was early in our marriage because I was desperate, and one of my friends had gotten an espresso maker, and I was like, you can do that? Like, I didn't even know that you could. I thought that you had to spend like $1,000 on a machine. And I think I bought one for like $30 at Target. And it worked great. Yeah. Like for years. I think it worked till we moved here. So I probably had it for like 6 years or so. Mm-hmm. And it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, and
then I upgraded once we moved here. I had a little bit more money to spend, and I found a killer deal.
Yeah, but the $35 one paid for itself in like a week.
In like
a week of Starbucks, right? Mm. And it wasn't, and you were making some good drinks off of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, once you learn how to make your drinks, it's like you can make them better than any.
Yeah,
barista.
that's the other another tip here. Barista, like what I had no idea is there's all kinds of copycat recipes for the Starbucks drink. So there's a whole bunch of people who spend their time and energy trying to make the exact Starbucks drink and then put the recipe out there. So
let's be honest.
You can find those in
Starbucks. You just never know what you're going to get.
Are we being honest? All right. Number 26, the library card. So you don't need to buy this one. It's free.
Hi, Tracy.
And the library is really cool. I feel like every time I go back to the library, and maybe it's because I'm getting older, I'm like, there is so much great stuff here. There's so much stuff for free. It's just fantastic.
You are getting older. That's an annoying sound.
Is it?
All right.
All right. I'm like a little kid. Anyway, so we just started going to the library here with our kids, and I'm discovering all these things.
Yeah, that's really
this is amazing. All this stuff is here, and we can use it. All right, number 27, a drying rack or a clothesline.
I wish we had a clothesline.
We put one out there. I wish we could run it from our window. We would look like
those neighbors, though.
But wouldn't it be cool if we could run it from our window, like down to the ground?
This window would be super
that'd
cool.
be fun. Anyway, so back to the electricity usage monitor. So if you think about it, your dryer, I mean, in the U.S. anyway, runs off of 220 volts instead of 110. And so you can't even plug the big dryer thing in here. So I think that should tell you something about how much energy your dryer uses. So using a drying rack or clothesline is going to save you some money. Number 28, a low-flow showerhead. Personally, I hate low-flow showerheads.
We have a high-pressure showerhead. He swaps it out in every house we go to.
Well, and they put that little thing in there, and I just get a drill and drill the thing out because I'm, I don't want to waste all the world's water. And if we lived in California or something,
he's got a high-pressure showerhead, and he takes 30-minute showers. We need to fix
I have a
this.
problem. I'm sorry. And if we lived somewhere where...
Linda's the one that spends all the money. She's the spender in the house.
I waste it on water. There you go. Take out of my spending money. If we lived somewhere where we had to ration water, I'm sure I would change. But I just really like the good old-fashioned, high-pressure showers. I love it.
The house that we stayed at in Florida, this last time we went, the shower was so bad. I mean, it was like it would just almost go straight down.
Yeah,
from
it's
the
it's supposed to go out like this, and it actually just goes drip, drip, drip.
So you had to stand under. You had to get real close to that shower head to get anything, and it was I think you could have spit more water on me than it was letting out. It was terrible.
Probably. 29, Amazon Prime. And I think we all know, it's about $100 a year, but you get normally 2-day shipping. Now it's 3-week shipping. Mm-hmm. They're going really slow for anybody who doesn't know, which is understandable. I'm not, it's the times. I'm glad that they're delivering stuff. But there's a whole bunch of stuff wrapped up in Amazon Prime. But I don't know. I'm on this thing. I'm really working to get away from Amazon and minimize what money we're spending at Amazon because they're just becoming too big. There's a lot of things about that organization I don't agree with. I'm trying to support anything other than Amazon as much as I can at this point. I'll stop it there. All right, number 30, a ceiling fan. So this was cool. I didn't know this, but I knew that a ceiling fan in both seasons, in winter and summer, can reduce your energy bills. But this says that a ceiling fan uses about as much energy as a simple light bulb, and it lowers your energy cost by 30 to 40%.
What?
I had no idea. So that's really interesting. I'd love to do an experiment with that. And we actually don't. Do we have a single ceiling fan in this house?
No.
I don't think we do. But that is an experiment worth doing. All right, so those are the 30. So I want to hear from you. If you have any other great ideas, throw them in the comments for us. Let us know. And we're going to try to go through some of these questions. If you have any questions, we will answer on any and all topics. And hope you guys are having a great Saturday night. I had a really good Saturday because I got to spend my time outside, and I began building my garden in our new house, which makes me happy and her happy.
It makes me happy too.
And if you never saw our garden from our old house, I built it during our sabbatical year, like 2-3 years ago. And so I was able to spend a lot of time on it. And
it was beautiful and amazing, and we really missed it.
I was pretty happy with it. It was a great garden. And then we sold the house, and now we're starting over from scratch. But anyway. All right. Linda, where did you get your shirt? I want one.